Welcome to yoga. Welcome, everyone. If you're at home, just get your sturdy chair and join us. This is gentle yoga. So, everything we do will be in the chair. And if we do anything that's not comfortable for you, you can sit or you can make any kind of movement that feels okay. So, we'll just start out by settling into our chairs. So just settle in, let your chair take your weight. And you can close your eyes if you like. You don't have to do that. But you might just look toward the floor if you don't want to close your eyes, and that'll let them rest a little bit. Unclench your jaw. If you feel like you're gripping anywhere, try to release and just let your body be soft and relaxed. And just breathe normally to begin with. Notice your body. Are there any places where you're carrying stress or tension? Notice your breath. Does it feel smooth or forced, relaxed or stressful? And then just give a moment to anything that you might have on your mind today. And then you can decide if it comes back around, if you want to focus on that or if you want to focus on your breath and give yourself a rest from your thoughts. Now we'll start to change our breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose if possible. So you might want to sit up just a little straighter. So in through the nose. Feel the belly expand. And then exhale slowly through the nose or through the lips as if you're blowing out a candle. And then as we practice, you're going to focus on getting your exhale to be longer, 4 to 5 seconds. So just repeat that breath. Inhale, expand, and then exhale. Let the belly contract. Now we're going to get ready to move into our stretching and strengthening. So remember again, no pain and no strain. As we move around, if you find we're doing things that are uncomfortable, that cause you pain, you can always just sit and breathe like we were just doing, or you can make another movement that feels okay to you. So we're going to just check our posture first. We'll have both feet on the floor, about hip distance apart, and then we'll inhale the shoulders way up toward the ears, and then exhale to bring them down the back, and then just kind of neutralize the back a little bit My shoulders and neck are really tight today. I had to do a little yoga this morning so I could move my head. I slept really weird, I guess. Okay. So let's start by just warming up the sides a little bit. This can be very gentle if you haven't moved around very much today. Keeping both sits bones on your chair and just rotating from side to side. This is called an airplane. So you probably get it. Acting like little kids. Now we're going to stop with one arm up and then the other arm down, really stretching tall, and then we'll lean toward that lower arm. Being sure to breathe. Now while you're here, you can look at me, you can look down at the floor, or you can look up under your elbow, whatever feels best to your neck. And then we'll inhale up. Exhale the other arm down. Again, stretch as tall as you can stretch, and then we'll lean. And inhale up. Turn the palms away from each other, and then slowly exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest our elbows against the body. We'll work on the hands a little bit before we move to some of the neck and upper arms. So we're going to squeeze on the inhale, squeeze your feet too, and then release on the exhale. And repeat, inhale and exhale. Now touch the thumb to every finger. When it's cold like this, these don't want to move so well. So I thought this might be a good thing to start out with today. Might warm them up some too. Now let's circle our wrists. And reverse. Good. Now let one palm face me, and you're going to pull your fingertips back to stretch the forearm and wrist. And then flip the hand over and press down on the top of the hand or the fingertips to stretch the top of the wrist. And then release and just shake that out. And then we'll do the other side. Just pulling the fingertips back first. And then flip the hand over. And then shake it out. Very nice. And now let's go back and roll our shoulders. Just kind of make that move as exaggerated as you can. And that'll loosen up more muscles in your chest and in your upper back. And now let's reverse. Good. Now we're just going to shrug the shoulders up and down a few times. Now let's inhale up. Arms are about shoulder height. Then we're going to exhale into a hug. Then open up on the inhale, close on the exhale with the opposite arm on top. And then repeat that sequence. Open, close with the first arm on top, exhale, and inhale, and close with the second arm on top. And hold that for just a moment. Then we'll release. We're going to inhale up, exhale down into prayer. So prayer about the center of your heart. Then we'll inhale and exhale with just a little prayer twist. And open your eyes and look behind you when you twist. And then move with your breath to come forward again and we'll repeat on the other side. And then face forward again. Now we're going to kind of scoop up. Inhale up. Turn the palms to the back of the room and then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's repeat that. Now let's bring the arms up about shoulder height and we'll do some small circles with the palms facing down. Now we'll face the palms up in reverse. Small circles again. Now fingertips to the shoulders and make some bigger circles with your arms bent. And now reverse. Good. Now we'll release and let's go into conductor. And then we'll come out here to cactus arms, just a light folding of your hands and not a gripping fist. Inhale, and then exhale to squeeze in front. Good. Now we'll release down. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch after those. So just bring one arm across. You can keep it straight or you can bend it, whatever feels comfortable. And you're just going to use your other hand to press that arm toward you. And so you should be feeling a stretch in this shoulder. You can look over the shoulder as well to get a little extra stretch in your neck. And then we'll release and do the same thing on the other side. And release. Now let's get forward in our chairs a little bit and we'll start to warm up the lower body. Now let's go into some leg lifts. We're going to extend one leg. The knee stays just slightly bent, or you can bend your knee a lot. That's easier. So we're just going to lift and lower. Excuse me. So lift and lower. Let's switch legs. Good. And then we will go into our hinge and cross. So you can leave out the crossing part of this if you need to do that, if you don't want to twist too much. And that option would be just to fold forward. Otherwise, you want to bring your elbow toward your knee, and then you can also lift the knee. So if you're following me, we'll do several on one side, and then we'll switch. Now switch legs. Good. And if you've been twisting and feel like you need to loosen your sides up again, you can do that. And then we're going to go into some good old-fashioned jumping jacks. So again, you can have a choice here. If you don't want to do a full-on jumping jack, you could do just legs, or you could do one-sided, leg and arm, or you can just jump right in and do all the limbs at the same time. Just be sure you're getting balanced in your chair. Get our heart rate up a bit here. Good. Now we'll slow it back down just a little bit. We're going to scoot back. Bring our legs up. Take a deep breath or two. And we'll circle those ankles. And reverse. And then we're going to point and flex. Good. Then you can bend your knees for just a second to rest. Then we'll come back up. And then we're going to point the toes and do some scissors. Be sure you're engaging your abs here, and that'll keep your back strong while you're doing these. Good. And then bend your knees. And then we'll scoot forward. And we're going to do the leg lifts and the hinge and cross, another set of each of those. So we will start and lift and lower. and switch legs. And again, the hinge and cross. So you have this option, or you can twist, or you might even do this. I noticed you were doing this, so that would be a choice too if you're just going forward to do it that way. All right, here we go. And the other side. Good. And if you want to loosen your sides up again, feel free. And you know what? I just remembered we didn't do our neck earlier. Even after me talking about my stiff neck this morning. So we're going to go back and take care of that before we go into our warriors. So we'll just start by nodding. And then we'll look side to side. Good. And then we will let the ear come toward one shoulder. You can reach up and massage your muscles there, or you might put a little weight across your head. And then release and do the same thing on the other side. And then release. And now just kind of gently circle your head. And reverse. And then just stand with your chin down to your chest and give a good stretch to the back of your neck. Really breathe deeply. Sigh out your breath. And let all of that release. Good. And then just take your legs over the side of your chair. And we'll go into our warrior series. So extend the leg that's closer to me, behind you. Your knee will stay bent. Toes are down. Heel is up. And then put your tailbone down toward the floor, and that neutralizes your spine. We'll inhale up, and then we're going to exhale down into some triceps dips. Now, when your arms are up overhead again, look up toward your fingertips, and then we're going to windmill down. So arms are about shoulder height. You can extend this leg if that feels okay to you. If not, it can stay here. Just go with what feels balanced. And then look out over your fingertips. This is warrior two. Really stretching those fingertips away from each other. And we'll flip the front palm. We're going to tip back to peaceful warrior. Back down, warrior two. the forearm above the knee with the palm facing up. Look behind you at your fingertips. And then you're going to watch them trace an imaginary line down the wall, across the floor, and then bring the fingertips up past your ear so that you're making a long line from your foot to your fingertips. Remember to keep breathing. This is a side angle stretch. And now we're going to move with the breath to come out of that back up to our warrior two. And then release, come to face me. And we'll go into horse pose. So these are apart, fingertips are just pointing down on your inner thighs. We're going to bring one shoulder into this space and look over the other shoulder, and then we'll switch to the other side. You can do it very slowly, or you can move a little more quickly. This one involves a good deal of the body. You're getting some good twisting in here, in the low back and the upper back, in addition to stretching your elbow, your shoulders. I guess your elbows are stretching too, though. All right, so whenever you're ready, when you feel like you've done enough on that one, you can turn to the other side. Extend the leg back, and we're just going to repeat that series. So inhale the arms up, exhale down, and then just repeat that several times. This is triceps dips. Now when your arms are overhead, look up toward your fingertips, and then we'll windmill down. Warrior two, extend your leg if that's comfortable. Looking out over your fingertips. Breathe. Now we'll turn the palm over so it faces the ceiling, and then we're going to tip back to peaceful warrior. Back down, warrior two. Really stretching from wall to wall with those fingertips. Bring the forearm above the knee with the palm up. Look behind you. Draw the imaginary line across the floor and up the wall. Really stretch long, opening the side body, opening the heart. And then we'll move with the breath to come out of that back up into our warrior two. Good. Now come to face me again. We're going to do another set of the twist, and then the leg lifts, and we'll start doing some stretches. So first we'll do the hinge and cross. Other side. Good. And then if you want to wind or airplane a little bit, go ahead. Very nice. Leg lifts. And in the middle of this, we'll stretch this leg that we're working on. The heel rest, keep a slight bend in the knee. We're going to inhale and sit up nice and straight. And then we'll exhale as we hinge out, feeling a stretch from your sits bone all the way down to your heel. And when you're ready, you can slowly sit back up, hug that knee in, stretch the quadriceps. You may rock around a little bit in your chair to massage your glute. You might want to do some more of those point and flex or circles. You just choose any kind of movements you want to make here. And then when you're ready, you can cross that leg over. If you need, you can cross low on your leg. Otherwise, you can cross above the knee. This foot will stay flexed, and you're going to be feeling a stretch in this hip. If you'd like to extend that stretch, you can hinge out like we did before, and you'll get an extra stretch there. Remember to keep taking your deep breaths. Breathe into that hip and really feel it relax. You're ready, you can slowly come back up. You're going to place that foot on the floor, and we'll repeat those exercises on the other leg. So first we'll lift and lower. And then let the heel rest, keeping the knees slightly bent. Inhale to sit up, exhale to hinge forward. And slowly come back up. Hug the knee in, stretching the quadricep, rocking and rolling, circling any kind of movements you want to make there. Just have fun with it. And then when you're ready, you can cross over. Again, you can cross low or high. This one may feel different than the last one. That is normal. So you're feeling a stretch. If you want to hinge out and intensify that stretch, you can choose to do that. Remember to keep breathing. The hem is out in the one leg of my pants. And I keep forgetting to sew it up. You're ready, you can slowly sit back up and place that foot down on the floor. So we're going to go into our good twist and our eagle arms to stretch the shoulders and the upper back. We'll start here. Inhale. Exhale as you twist. Bring the hand in front to the outside of the opposite knee. And you can hook your arm around the back of your chair if that works for you. And we're just going to look behind us, get a good twist. This is really good for your digestion. Oh, we all need that after Thanksgiving. And then move with your breath to come back around and cross that back arm over the front arm. Bend the elbows. You can touch the backs of your hands together or wind up into eagle arms. You're going to feel some pretty intense stretching here between your shoulders, the upper neck. If that's too much, you can go back and do this stretch again. But we'll be here. Remember to breathe. And then we're going to inhale and lift up a bit. Exhale to curve down into your lap. Feel a good stretch in your low back. You can release those arms. And then when you're ready, inhale up. Turn the palms to the back of the room. And then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's repeat that to the other side. And we're going to move with the breath to come back around and cross over. Bend your elbows, touch or wind up into eagle arms. Kind of like a pretzel. And then we'll inhale up, exhale down. Reach toward the ankles. I'm going to inhale. Let the palms face the back of the room and then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just roll our shoulders a little bit. And then you can just move into any kind of movement that you want to make. If you need to repeat something or just move in any way. And just do that now. Get everything nice and loose again. And then when you're ready, you can meet me with your knees apart, hands cupped. This is sunshine pose. We're going to lean forward with the head up. Scoop up on the inhale. And then just maybe imagining there's some nice cool water flowing over your face. Water today. And then we'll scoot back into our chairs and really go into that relaxed mode again that we had at the beginning, where you're letting your chair take your weight so that you can truly relax. You can let your hands be soft in your lap. They can face up or face down. Facing down is supposed to be more relaxing, and then facing up would be gathering in some energy for the next part of the day. So you get to choose here, which you do. I don't know how much of a difference it truly makes, but I'm gonna use that suggestion, and this is me gathering the energy. Just go back to taking those really deep breaths. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Make sure that your jaw is relaxed. And take the tongue off the roof of your mouth is one way to help yourself do that. Relax the place between your eyebrows. If that doesn't want to relax, maybe just squeeze it real tight and then relax. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. I'll be quiet while we enjoy just another minute of peace. And then when you're ready, You can start to reawaken your body by wiggling your fingers and toes and then just moving gradually into the larger muscles. And then we'll reach up really tall, inhale, and then exhale down into that sweet hug for yourself. Where you're going to say something kind and helpful, something encouraging that you need to hear. And when you're ready, you can give a last little squeeze and release your arms. Namaste. Namaste. I'll see you next Monday. Have a good afternoon, everyone.